his ability to run a webinar is unparalleled. He like kept people engaged the whole time. It was interesting. People were having fun. It felt like a party. And he didn't have to have this kind of over the top, big, expressive show. He was just genuine and interesting and funny. And that was really impressive. So just his ability to handle a Zoom room, I thought was really great. Number two, what I really loved is that the guy built his own AI tool to help him solve a problem that he had on LinkedIn. And it's really amazing what he built. Full disclosure, I bought his AI tool. I use it. It is cool. So I did tell him he can pitch it, obviously, if he'd like to here. But really, what I wanted you guys to see is if you want to build your own AI solution to problems, if you want to build a business and use AI to do it, this is a quintessential example of someone who's done exactly that. So just from an inspiration perspective. And then lastly, and most importantly, in that call immediately following, I hit up Joe on LinkedIn and I said, hey, will you do my tiny little podcast? And he did not miss a beat. He instantly said yes. He had no reason to come on my podcast. And he came on anyway. And we had an awesome 20 or 25-minute conversation. It was one of the most fun I've had. And then when me and Buddy, when we launched AI or Die, he just joined out of the blue. He saw what we were doing. He joined, he paid, and was like, you just full support all the way. So this is a genuinely authentic and wonderful human being. And Joe, I'm super pumped to have you come on as a guest for our community. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm so happy that I can make your Michael Wish dream come true.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you guys get what I just did there?
He's the only one that have ever made that joke. It's amazing.
I have a question. Did that last week. I have a question for everyone in the room. Do you guys know how to use the chat? If you know how to use the chat, put a smiley face in the chat. Now, if you're not happy and you're very depressed, put a sad face in the chat. But if you're generally happy and you're fine, just put a smiley face in the chat. And if you don't know how to use the chat, just raise your hands and I will teach you. That'll be the first training on how to use the chat. Nice. If you're not sure how to use the chat, I just want to I want to get a feeling for the room to see who's really here and who's AI, because AI doesn't know how to use the chat. Not yet. AI doesn't know how to use the chat, but it would be cool if we build an AI that can chat on Zoom just to create engagement. That'd be a really cool idea. Anybody want to come up with that? How to do that? That'd be cool. I know that AI can technically leave chats, like Michael's note-taker otter.ai is on there. But it looks like Alex, Wes, Luke, Monica, Michael, Daniel, Buddy, Jonathan, David, and Michael put a smiley face. And whoever did not put a smiley face in the chat, what are you doing? Can you not find the chat? What's wrong with you? Okay, here's another question I have for you guys. Do you know how to find your LinkedIn URL? Your LinkedIn URL usually has an HTTPS at the beginning. Then it has a ://www.linkedin.com . And then it has a slash at the end. Then it has an IN, and then it has your name usually, or a bunch of numbers if you didn't customize it. So David Mohammed, excellent job. He put his LinkedIn URL in the chat. I want you guys to put your actual LinkedIn URL in the chat. So go ahead, put it in the chat. Wes said, in my actual URL. Still put it in the chat. I want everyone to drop it in the chat. Michael Wish put his in the chat. Amazing. Good job. Now, I'm going to give you guys my first tip. My first tip is buy a domain that forwards to your LinkedIn URL so that when you want to share it, you have an easier time sharing it, say, on a podcast. For example, my LinkedIn URL, when somebody says, how do we find you on LinkedIn? I can say, go to https://www.linkedin.com/in/Joe Apfelbaum. And then the next question will be, how do you spell Apfelbaum? Then I'll say APFELBAUM. That's annoying, right? So what I tell people to do is go to joelinkedin.com, especially if you're super attractive or wealthy. I want to get to know you. We have a lot of attractive and wealthy people in the room. I love this. I love this. We have one Vincent that's showing a picture of his oven or his top of his garage. I hope nothing bad is going to happen there with Vincent. Oh, there he is. Okay. Vincent, what's going on?
Hey, no, that's pretty funny. No, dang, you can see that, huh? No, so I'm in my garage working on taking care of some turkey oil.
Turkey
you know
oil.
What I mean? Just I'm getting ready, man. So hey, don't pay me any mind. I'm listening. Go ahead, Joe.
Good. I love that.
Mike, you're awesome, man.
I love to see what's going on with people. I love the way Alex has a blurred background, like there's something going on behind him. I love that David has a painting of, I don't know what that is. Is that London? He's like, I don't even know what that is. They had it on sale at IKEA. Oh my God. I love that Buddy has something on top of his head, like a box that's going to come up from the top of his head. I hope that's a real box or something. It looks like he's wearing a little hat, you know what I mean?
I think it's a window light in
Oh,
the back.
it's a window. It's a window. It's not a little hat. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, cool. I love that Jonathan has a little bird there and an airplane next to him. That's cool. That's really, really nice. And Michael somewhere in Norway, right? Michael, are you in Norway right now? It looks like he's in Norway. What are you doing in Norway?
I literally
Jackson Hole, Wyoming, brother.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I
different
love that.
one, different one.
The Tetons.
And Michael Wish has like a stack of books over there under a light on his left over there. What are those books? What's the book on top? What's the top book over there?
That's rocket fuel right there.
Rocket Fuel. Very, very nice. That's a good one. And he has Traction. Is that Traction there? I see from Gino Wickman.
I want people to know I'm serious about this.
Wow, that's amazing. And I see Daniel's watch. Like, what type of watch is that, Daniel? Is that like an insane watch?
It's a Nixon surfing watch, Tides.
Oh, you're a surfer?
San Diego, baby.
Wow, San Diego, amazing. If everybody wants, everyone put in what location they're at right now. So I'm in NJ. Put in your 20 in the chat. If you guys don't know what 20 is, it just means where you are. Put in your 20 in the chat. We got Tampa, New Jersey, Maryland, San Francisco, Pennsylvania. We got Bay Area, love that, Hawaii, SD, and Las Vegas, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and San Diego. So the next thing I always tell people to do is, if you want the people in the room to have a relationship with you, what's the most important number they need to know other than your social security number? Not your age. We don't care about that. What is the most important number they need to know? They don't need to know your weight. They need to know your cell phone number.
Cell phone.
Right? So if you guys are from the 70s like me, I know I look really young. The last girl that asked me out thought I was 25. I declined because I'm not 25. I'm 25 years in business, but I'm not 25. So I would suggest everybody put in their cell phone number in the chat just so that everyone in the room shows that you're actually serious and that you actually want to network and you want to build relationships. So go ahead, drop your cell phone number in the chat. Obviously, no one here is going to spam each other. It's a private community, but it's nice to have somebody's number and add their number to their contacts so when you do call, you know who the person is. Or here's another thing is when you add someone's number to your contacts, if you join a social network, often they'll scan your numbers and tell you to follow those people. So it's nice to have people's phone numbers in your contacts, and it also builds more trust and so on. WhatsApp knows who's in your contacts and so on and so forth. So does Facebook, so does whatever. So it's good to have the right people in your network to have it. And then maybe if you guys are using WhatsApp, eventually you can create a little WhatsApp group between each other and support each other in that way. But I really, really like having people's cell phone numbers. I think it's one of the best ways to connect. David says, supposedly, if you say cell phone number, you're old. Instead, you're supposed to say mobile number. Okay, great. I'm still going to say cell phone because I don't mind being old. I don't mind coming across as old. The other thing I want you guys to know is if you have a domain, like a website or something, and you want people to visit your website, maybe you have a lead magnet, maybe you have something, I do recommend dropping your website in the link. So whatever your lead magnet is or your website, I'm going to put in eviai.com. If you want your link to be clickable in Zoom, you want to add the http:// to it. But definitely put in your URL in the chat so everyone can know what your primary URL is that you want to promote. And if you don't have one, just don't write anything or write not sure or put in a link to your book or something. But everyone should have a URL that people should check out. So, for example, Michael Wish has www.AIODcommunity.com, which is epic. And if you guys haven't checked it out, I highly recommend checking it out. Luke has LukeFMannion.com. Great job, Luke. Thank you for sharing that. Well done. So everybody put in your LinkedIn, put in your URLs to your website in the chat. Now, what I'm doing over here is I'm helping you guys learn how to share with each other. The most important thing you can do when you're networking is giving. The secret to living is giving. And giving your cell phone number to somebody is a nice thing to do. You're welcoming them to call you. Giving your website to somebody is you're welcoming them into your world for them to inspect who you are and what you do for a living. Giving your LinkedIn URL for somebody is you're welcoming them into your house so that they can get to know you, your first name, your last name, your company name, all that jazz. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 means you don't really know how to use LinkedIn at all. You're a total newbie. And 10, you're a ninja. You know everything. You have over 30,000 connections. You're posting, engaging in messaging. You have a newsletter. You're on LinkedIn Live. You know how to do everything there is to know on LinkedIn, and it's integrated with all your platforms. Where are you on the ladder of success? 1, you don't really know how to use it much. You maybe have it, but you haven't logged in a while. Or 10, you're a total ninja. Where are you on the level of ladder of success? Give me a number. It doesn't matter what the number is. Don't be shy if you're a number 1. It's okay. We do offer a LinkedIn 101 course that comes at no charge when you buy Evie AI Premium. So like if you get Evie AI and you upgrade, you'll get a course that's 90 minutes long. It'll teach you how to use LinkedIn. So just FYI, you're not alone. Most people in the world don't know how to use LinkedIn. And do you know why most human beings don't know how to use LinkedIn? Not just because it's complicated, it's because they don't even have an account. Most human beings in the world don't have an account on LinkedIn. There's 1.2 billion people on LinkedIn. It's growing at a rate of 3 new members every second. I had a woman call me up the other day from a company called Aflac. Okay, she called me up. And she's like, ring, ring. I pick up the phone. I'm like, okay, you called me 3 times yesterday. This must be important. What's going on? Who is this? She tells me her name. I asked her for her last name. I look her up on LinkedIn. She's not there. So I was like, you're a cyber criminal. She's like, I'm not a cyber criminal. I swear. I'm a real person from this company. And I said, no, I don't trust you because you're not on LinkedIn. I can't trust somebody if I don't know their first name, last name, company name, where they work. She's like, this is my first name. This is my last name. As a matter of fact, I'm on Instagram, she tells me. I was like, anybody could be on Instagram. You don't need to verify your Instagram account. You could be Big Betty Swent 2573 on Instagram shaking your booty. That doesn't help me. She's like, what's your Instagram? I say, it's my name. My Instagram's my name. So she goes and she follows me and sends me a message. I was like, did you just slide into my DM to try to get a meeting with me? And she's like, yes, I slid into your DM. Let's meet. I need to book a meeting because I need to sell you X, Y, and Z. I was like, that's not how you sell. I'm going to teach you how to sell, but first you're going to have to meet me for drinks in New York City. So she's like, hang on a second. Speak to my friend. So she speaks to her friend, and her friend's like, listen, you really need the product. I was like, no, I don't need the product. I need you and your friend to meet me for drinks in New York City. And they both came to the Brandy Library, and we had a great time together. So I closed the deal from a person calling me. Do you get what I'm saying? They called me, and I closed the deal, and I want to train their team. They have 1,000 sales reps in the company, so I want to train their team on how to be able to properly use LinkedIn. Most people are not using it. Why? Because they don't know the power of LinkedIn. On Instagram, you see me swimming with whales. On LinkedIn, you see I'm actually a whale. You get what I'm saying? You see I'm actually a whale because next to my name, if you go to joelinkedin.com, you can check it out now if you want. Go to joelinkedin.com. Check it out. See when it loads. Tell me when it loads. Say loaded. You could say loaded in the chat because we're all going to be loaded after we use LinkedIn. Do you get what I'm saying? Lock and loaded. Monica, you ready to be loaded? Vincent, you ready to be loaded? If you're rock and roll, baby. I love that. So go to my LinkedIn. Check it out. Once it loaded, write loaded in the chat. And then what I want you to think about for a second is I have my first name, my last name, and next to my last name, it says who I am. It says I'm a LinkedIn what? Everybody, when you find it, write it in the chat. When you find what I am, look at it and put it in the chat. What am I? I'm a LinkedIn what? I used to be a LinkedIn guru. Then I upgraded from a LinkedIn guru to a LinkedIn expert. Then I upgraded from a LinkedIn expert to a LinkedIn daddy. And then after I saw the documentary with P. Diddy, I was like, I ain't no daddy. I ain't no daddy. I ain't no daddy. I'm a whale. How about that? Whales are fine, okay? Whales are nice, except killer whales. They eat whales. But they're not even a whale. They're a dolphin. But anyway, whales are nice. They don't even have teeth. Whales are nice, right? So I put up a whale. I'm a nice whale. I'm a LinkedIn whale. That's what I am, okay? I swam with the whales. I went to Norway. I swam with the whales. I had a great time. So what am I doing here? I'm teaching you how to collect information from a group of people that you're speaking to, build a relationship with them, get to know them, because when you visit my LinkedIn profile, guess what I see? I see something that came out in 1980 called caller ID. I pay for LinkedIn Premium. That means I can see everyone that landed on my profile. So if I want to know who somebody is, I'm at a coffee shop. I'm going to give you guys a hack right now. Write hack in the chat if you want a hack. I'm going to give you guys a hack. If I'm in a coffee shop and I see a guy who's either good looking or he's rich, one of the two, and everybody's good looking because I look people with good, so everyone's looking good to me. You get what I'm saying? I look at them with my good intentions and with my good eyes, so everyone's good looking. So if I see them, I like their energy, they're looking good, I got the intentions, they're rich, they're wealthy. Everyone that has a potential to be wealthy is wealthy to me. And so I see potential in people, and I want to get to know them. I'm not going to be weird and say, what do you do for a living? Instead, I'm going to whip out my phone, my mobile phone. I'm going to go to LinkedIn on the app, and I'm going to click into the search box. And when I click into the search box in LinkedIn, a magic button appears on the top right corner of the search box. Try it out for yourself. You don't have to believe me. A magic button appears. And when I click on that button, I get a QR code. That QR code, when that person scans that QR code that's in the search box in LinkedIn, they get taken to my profile. So I pull up the QR code and say, hey, while we're online here, I really like your energy. I really, really like your energy. You look like you're really busy, but can you do me a favor and scan this QR code on my LinkedIn, because it's a new feature that LinkedIn came out. I'm just curious to know if it comes up or doesn't come up. Would you be kind enough to do that for me while we're online here? Of course I'd be do that. I'm on my phone anyway. Here, let me scan that. Boom, he scans it. And all of a sudden my LinkedIn profile loads up. He's like, wow, you're a LinkedIn daddy, LinkedIn guru, LinkedIn expert, LinkedIn whale. Oh, that's amazing. That's unbelievable. Now, what do is I go to my profile and I check who just looked at my profile. And without me telling me his name, his company name, where he works, what he does for a living, I know everything about the guy. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you understand what I just did? So I do this when I'm on first class. I only fly first class now. I used to fly economy. Then I upgraded to economy plus. Now I upgraded to first class. So I'm going to California on a cruise on January 15th. I just booked first class. I love it. 3A. That's where I'm going to be. I'm going to be on seat 3A. I'm loving it. Why? Because I'm thinking differently. Success is 80% mindset. And the reason I like flying first class, even though I can fly private, is because I want to be around the other people that are first class as well. I want to be around the people there. So when I walk into first class, the first thing I do is I do something called a greeting. I walk in like I own the place, and I'm like, welcome to first class, everybody. Congratulations. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Is this your first time in first class, or do you always fly first class? And then we start having a conversation. And I say, I'm really proud. I used to fly economy. I just made it to the front over here. This is incredible. Why is everyone feeding us champagne? Is this new? Can you give me some guidance here? You look like you've been doing first class. Is it family money? Or tell me what's the story with you. And he goes like, it's family money. I only fly first class. So my father downgraded me, and I feel terrible being on first class because I used to fly private. I was like, I can fly private. I just don't want to fly private. I'd rather be here with you, and I'm sorry that your father did that for you. Tell me about it. Tell me about it more. And we start having a conversation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, most people try to keep to themselves in first class. I don't keep to myself in first class. I'm in first class. There's money there. You know what I'm going to do if there's money there? I'm going to help people invest it wisely. I'm going to get to know them. I'm going to ask them, are you on LinkedIn? Do you use LinkedIn? Does your staff use LinkedIn? And then also we build a relationship. So wherever you are, you can network, but you have to learn how to greet people, especially on LinkedIn. Most people are selling. The riches are not in the pitches. Pitches get stitches. Have you heard of that saying? Ask P. Diddy. Pitches are not good for LinkedIn. Some of you got that. Some of you didn't. It's a 50-cent joke. Doesn't cost much. And also, it's in the club. So the idea that I want you guys to really think about for just a moment is getting in the door with someone is more about going through the process that you would do with dating someone. You don't just walk over to somebody and say, I'd like to have 5 kids and have a... No. You walk over, you greet them. You act like the Walmart greeter. Like literally, you walk in, somebody walks in, oh, welcome, finally, we have a normal person that came here. How's it going? Welcome to the bar, welcome to the club, welcome to first class, welcome to whatever, welcome to LinkedIn. Congratulations, welcome to my profile. Welcome to the AOED community, the AIOD community, AIOD community. I was like, the AI overdose.
You got it eventually, Joe.
So what I want you guys to really think about is that there's a process for getting people on the phone, and it doesn't start with asking them to get on the phone. It starts with greeting them. When I greet people, then I take them to the next level, and then I feed them. What do you feed people with? And this is a process that we teach our clients. Greeting, feeding, and meeting. Chaya, I'm on live now with a bunch of people. Do you want me to call you when I'm done? Yeah, I had a quick question. Okay. About the bundle? Yeah. About the EVI software? Yeah, somebody wants it. Somebody wants the software. Okay. I had to explain something to them. They want to know a feature, but I couldn't. They want to know a feature. Okay. Oh, well, I could have someone on my team call you to explain it. Do you want me to do that? Do you want me to have someone call you on your cell right now from my team? Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Jen on my team, are you here? Or Rhubarb?
Yes, Joe. Here.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Okay. As my artificial intelligence assistant, can you do me a favor and have someone on the team call 646-400-3265?
3265. Yes, Joe. I'll have somebody call this person.
Okay. She
Can
has
you please give me
questions
the
about
name?
FEI. Somebody wants to sign up. Okay. Her name is Chaya.
Yeah, sure.
Chaya.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being my beautiful artificial assistant. Artificial intelligence assistant. I love that. Okay, so I have a question for you guys. Do you want to get more clients, or do you just want to have fun? In the chat, tell me. Do you want to have more clients, or do you want to have fun? What do you prefer doing? Michael's both. I love that answer. Okay. FUDWACA. Frustrated, upset, disappointed, worried, afraid, concerned, apprehensive, scared. Always get people to talk. That's what was taught in Sandler. Amazing. Amazing. And that is 100% true. That is 100% true. Asking questions is the name of the game. But also like you first greet people. I don't like asking questions in a greeting, and because the reason I don't like asking questions right away in a greeting, because it makes you seem a little needy. So if I'm going to greet somebody comes into the bar and be like, "Hello everybody, welcome to the bar. So glad you made it here." That's the greeting and it ends there. Now, if they're receptive to the greeting and their eyes light up and you see that they're your type of person, they say, "Thank you, my God. Thank you so much for greeting me. This is so great. So great to see you as well," right? Then you get to the next stage. If you don't get past the stage of greeting, you never go to the next stage. You stay in greeting. You understand? There's many different ways to greet people. Here, watch this. I go into a bar. "Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. So glad everybody's here. Welcome to the bar." And one person turns around and waves to me and turns around back. But nobody else is doing it. Now, that person that waved to me, they didn't really engage with me enough. So I'm going to walk over to them and be like, "Hey, happy birthday. So glad it's your birthday. What?" And you see, and then they're like, "It's not my birthday." I was like, "Oh my gosh, you're not a Scorpio? You look like a Scorpio." And now I can get into it and have a conversation with them. They told me it's not my birthday. I can start feeding them. "You look like a Scorpio." That's a compliment, no? And by the way, is that a compliment? Some people over here are like, "Scorpio trauma." Michael's like, "No, that's not a compliment." By the way, what's your sign in the chat? Tell me your sign. Don't worry, I'm not hitting on you guys. I just want to know your sign. It sounds like I'm hitting. Like, "Yo, what's your sign?" No, I'm not hitting on you. I just want to know the signs here so I know what's going on here. Okay, I knew Alex is a Scorpio. I kind of felt that because he hid his last name. He's like, "No, it's Alex K. I'm okay, but I'm a Scorpio. Trust me, I'm a Scorpio too. I know what you're talking about. I know where it is." Vincent's a Virgo. Love that. A little bit of stress sometimes, but we're going. We got the Pisces. He has a lot of. He's like the person who likes to make friends. The Cancer. Ooh, look at that. Wes a Cancer. My daughter's a Cancer. We got no Geminis in the house. We're safe. Okay. No Geminis. No Geminis. We're safe. Okay. We got an Aquarius, a little dark, but I like it. I like the dark energy. Oh my gosh. Rhubarb's a Gemini. And Jen's a Gemini. We got 2 Geminis in the house, and they're both my AIs. Don't worry, both of my parents are Geminis. Muhammad is December 7th. Okay, David Muhammad's December 7th. I love that. Love that, love that, love that. Okay, so I have a question for you guys. If you want clients, and it looks like some of you want clients, some of you don't, they just want to have fun. Some of you want to have both. If you want clients, who is your most ideal client? Because I'm going to give you a strategy right now, and I'm going to tell you how to feed your most ideal client, because you need to go through greeting, feeding, and meeting, right? Keep it simple. So you got to get them in the conversation. You got to get them in the meeting. You're not going to close a deal if you don't get them in the meeting. Am I right about that? Right? So nod yes if I'm right about that. Give me a yes. Amen. Okay, good. So in the chat, in 3 to 10 words, tell me who your most ideal client is and be as specific as possible. So Michael Wish said, professionals wanting to start a side hustle. That's based on the wants. That's a good thing. It's just not a good target market. Do you get what I'm saying? If you're going to target people based on their wants, you're not going to be able to prospect and network properly. You're not going to. So what I would rather do is say something like, I'm looking for CEOs in the United States that own a restoration company between 10 and 50 employees that have a website and are active on LinkedIn? Do you know anyone like that owns a water restoration company, fire, mold removal, or anything in construction in the United States? Put a $sign in the chat if it rang a bell that you might know somebody in that world. Someone that does home services like restoration. Put a $sign in the chat if you know somebody in that world after you write your target market. And I want to see if we get at least $3 signs or $4 signs in the chat. Know someone vaguely in that world that you might be able to make an intro versus a professional that wants a side hustle. Do you get what I'm saying? So if I'm looking for intros for people in my network, Michael Wish, the most important thing I need to do is to arm them with how to do me a favor. The reason why I got divorced, we're not going to get into. But the reason a lot of people don't get into their relationships, doesn't work out, is because they don't tell each other what they really want. Do you know what I mean? They don't tell each other what they really want. I just got to take this one for a sec. I'm middle of doing a presentation. Anything urgent? Okay, bye. There are certain people in my life, when they call me, I commit to picking up the phone because they're very, very important to me. And I need, not that you guys are not important, but I need to make sure that they know that they can rely on me. So I pick up, say I'm not available, try to help them, make a difference, and so on. I don't pick up every call. I got like 10 calls that I didn't know who it was. I just said no. But if it's my kids, my business partner, my clients, my employees, I respect them a lot. If I know who they are, I pick up the phone. If I don't know who they are, I'll wait for a text. We'll go back and forth and so on. I want you to really think about that. Do the people in your life know that they can call you and you'll pick up? Do you get what I'm saying? Sometimes we never pick up for anybody, whatever. So, Daniel says, I need to peel off to pick up my son from school after finals. Appreciate the insights. My pleasure, Daniel. My pleasure. Don't worry, you'll catch a replay. I'm sure you'll go on LinkedIn Live or on Facebook or on Twitter or on my YouTube and all of it, and you'll be able to watch it all there because everything I do is live on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. So just go there and you can see it there, Daniel. I'll see you soon. So if you want a cybersecurity pivoters, not bad. I would go a little bit deeper, try to figure out someone that has a CISO, a CISO in a specific state. Small business owners and single proprietors in the service trades industry, I would zero in like on restoration or something. I would go down to like, lawn care, like roofers, like I would go down that route and be very, very specific. The more specific you are, the more referrals you'll get outside of that specificity. Do you get that, David? Like you can go really, really deep, but then you can get referrals that are ancillary to that. Oh, if you do that, you can do a roofer. If you do that, but if you just say in the home industry, way too wide, that means you're everybody. And if you're everybody, you're nobody. And you can't find those people either. So somebody hit me up. Somebody cold emailed me the other day. And he said, Joe, I can get you a really, really good list. I can get you the best list. I said, I use Apollo. I replied. I said, I use Apollo. And he said, Apollo's crap. They don't give you any valid leads, and you don't get the cell phone numbers unless you pay an extra 8 credits. That means you're paying a fortune for cell phone numbers. And half the time the cell phone numbers are on the do not call list and it doesn't work. So I said, you can do better. He's like, yeah, I'll give you 5,000 verified leads for free, no charge, with email and verified cell phone numbers all as a gift. I was like, done. He's like, who would you want to meet? Now, if I would have told him people that want to pivot, he would tell me to go to hell. You get what I'm saying? If I would have told him cybersecurity professionals, he would have sent me random people. But I specifically said I want CEOs in the United States that have between 10 and 50 employees that own a restoration company. I want their email and their cell phone number. I want their address and their state. I want their LinkedIn profile. And I want it for every single one of the 5,000. Can you deliver? He's like, yes. You're so specific, Joe. I can deliver. When I'm calling those people, my message can be very specific. When I'm DMing those people, my message could be very specific. Here's my message. You guys want the message? I'll give you the magic message. I'll give you the $1 million message. This is $1 million a year in reoccurring revenue for you. Watch this. Ring, ring. John picks up the phone. Hey, John. Yep, this is John from the restoration company. How can I help you? My name is Joe. We haven't met yet. I work with companies in California that do restoration. And unfortunately, I have a big problem. The restoration companies that I've worked with, I got them so booked out that they can no longer take the leads that I have. I'm curious to know, are you fully booked out, or could you handle 1 to 2 leads a day for people that need water damage and mold? I need somewhere to send these leads. And I heard you're the best. Are you the best? He's like, yeah, I'm the best. Can you handle more leads? Yeah, I can handle more leads. Excellent. So this is what I suggest we do. Why don't we get on a Zoom call tomorrow at 12? I know this is your busy season because I work in the industry. Why don't we get on the phone tomorrow at 12, and I'll show you how I built an AI agent for one of your competitors. He no longer can afford to use me anymore because I booked him out. He still has the AI agent running, but let me just shift the leads to you so you can handle them. Do you want to meet tomorrow at 12, or is Tuesday at 3 better? What is the likelihood that that person's going to tell me to go to hell? On a scale of 1 to 0. 0% he's going to tell me to go to hell. 0%. He's never going to do it because there's no way that that guy's not going to be able to take on new leads. There's no way. No one's going to say that. Now, I used to call dentists, and I learned this the hard way. I used to call dentists. I'm like, hi, my name is Joe Apfelbaum. I'm calling from Ajax Union. We build websites for clack. Hi, my name is Joe Apfelbaum. I build websites for dentists, and we do their marketing. Can you use marketing? Do you want marketing? I will build you what? Hank. Hi, are you a dentist? Yeah, you're a dentist. I'm a dentist. How can I help you? Well, I want to do your marketing. Can I do your marketing? I can do SEO. Goodbye. That didn't work. Why? Because I didn't tell them a story. There's no context. It didn't resonate. It didn't make sense. But the second I picked up the phone and I said, hi, are you guys still taking dental patients in the area? Of course we're taking dental patients. Oh, the reason I'm saying that is because one of my other clients stopped taking dental patients, and we still have their ads running. And I don't know what to do with their leads. Do you specifically specialize in the people who like have all their teeth missing because they got into an accident and insurance is going to pay like $50,000 to get all their teeth done? Or do you not take it? Of course we take, those are the best clients with $50,000 for a full mouth. We hate doing the cleanings. We love doing that. I'm like, of course I know that. I worked in this industry forever, and there's nobody else that's as good as you guys. So can I speak to the dentist? The dentist is very, very busy. They have no time. I was like, no problem. I'll find another dentist. The problem is that you guys are the best dentists, and I want to send you the leads. I'll make sure the dentist is available. Let me pull him out from the guy's mouth. He pulls the dentist out of the guy's mouth, and I'm on the phone with the dentist. Do you get what I'm saying? Summer teeth. I love that. You got to take care of your teeth, or eventually they'll just go away. That's what they say. Now spit. Haktua.
That's not that kind. That's an old reference. If anybody knows Little Shop of Horrors. So
I thought it was like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Now spit.
Love that. Love that. That's good. I learned something new today. Okay, so I have a question for you guys. If you want to get clients and you don't necessarily have the right strategy, would you be open to creating the right strategy, finding a simple process that will help you create a strategy, which includes your business plan, marketing plan, and LinkedIn plan? Right? Interested in the chat if you're interested in that, with AI creating it for you. Your target market, understanding who your ideal client is, and your centers of influence. And number 3 is, what is the right messaging for those people, their pains, goals, dreams, and fears? All done for you with AI. So just write interested if that's something that you're interested in creating. And it doesn't take long to do that, but it's a great foundation for being successful on digital marketing, on prospecting, and especially on networking. Networking needs the most strategy because a lot of people go to BNI meetings, they go to networking events, and they get nothing out of it because they're spinning their wheels because they don't have a strategy. Do you guys get what you guys know what I'm talking about? Going to a networking event, everyone's becoming friends, everyone's having fun, and no one's getting clients. Why? Because there's no strategy. Because there's no specificity, because there's no follow-up, because you guys don't have a business networking one sheet. Do you guys know what a business networking one sheet is? I'm going to show you mine. Say, show me yours, Joe, in the chat. I want to see if anybody wants to see mine. Just write, show me yours. I'll go ahead and show me yours. Show me mine. Show me whatever. It's bad. Whatever. None of that made any sense. But let me just go to my thing and share my screen. Show me yours. I love that. I will show you mine. So I'm going to go to my profile, and this is what my profile looks like. You guys already know what my profile looks like because you've been there, done that. Okay, so this is what my profile looks like over here. And on my profile, if you scroll down, I have different sections. I have my identity section. I have my summary section. I have my services section. I have my featured section. I have my activity section. Do you guys see all the sections? My experience section. If we go to the featured section, this is something a lot of people don't have. I created something, and every year I have a new one. I created something at the beginning of the year called the Business Networking One Sheet. You see this? This is something you need. Everybody needs this. By the way, in the chat, write I need one in the chat if you need one of these. I created a system that will automatically build out this sheet for you, A to Z. You just have to drag in your LinkedIn URL, and I'll show you how I do it for Michael Wish right now. Michael, do you have one or need one in the chat? Let me see. Michael, I don't know if you wrote need one or have one. Need one. Okay, so we're going to make one for Michael right now, and you'll see how easy it is. And anyone that gets our software, our technology today, I'm going to pay Michael 20%, so Michael's going to benefit financially because he's my affiliate. He's like, oh, shit. I'm going to pay Michael a commission because that's what we do for our clients. We paid forward. Just like I bought into his community and I paid for it. The second he told me, about it, I just wanted to pay it forward. Same thing with commission. I just pay my clients. They don't even have to ask me. They refer me to their clients. I pay them. But I'm going to give you guys a special deal. For those that said they're interested, I'm going to give you guys a special deal, and I'll have my team help you make one of these one sheets. But I'll show you how easy it is, for even if you wanted to do it yourself, with our systems and processes, it makes it really easy to make this one sheet. Now, why is it important to have this one sheet? The reason it's important to have this one sheet is because you are in charge of training your network on how to refer you. No one else is going to do that. So what I do is I set up a call with someone, and then I review this one sheet with them, and I have them share their screen, pull it up, and we review line item by line item, and they just read it together with me. And then we have a blurb there of how they can introduce me, and then I tell them specifically, do you know a sales trainer? They're like, I don't know a sales trainer. Do you know someone in Sandler? And they say, I don't know someone in Sandler. Okay, well, do you know anyone that does marketing consulting or an outsourced CMO? Nope, I don't know anybody that does that. Do you know any business coaches that do EOS, any Vistage chairs, anyone that supports B2B company, any business coach? Oh, yeah, I know an EOS coach. I know a Vistage coach. Oh, what's his name? What's her name? And now I say, okay, can you introduce me to them? Boom. As I go through these line items, I get more and more vague. You see? And at the end, I'm super vague, networking connectors. But at the beginning, I'm very, very specific, and then I get more and more and more vague. So I'm going to show you, and then it has my cell phone, my email, how to schedule a meeting with me. It has all my tools, all my stuff. It has a QR code. It has everything here. This is amazing. And I'm going to print out hundreds of these, and I'm going to use these while I'm at the cruise. I'm going to hand them out to people, and I'll be like, here's my one sheet, so you can look me up later and read more about me. And then they can scan this and go to my LinkedIn so I know who they are. This is amazing. So these are great things to print and to have when you're going to events so that you can hand it out to people. It's called a Business Networking One Sheet. It's also good to have on LinkedIn. And also, it's nice to get 100 likes and 100 comments on this, which I actually accomplished that already. So I'm going to put this in the chat, and I'm going to go to Michael Wish's profile now and create one right now. But before we do that, I'm going to first create a song. So I'm going to share my audio. We're going to go to the 99 Hacks Club. This is my 99 Hacks Club. We're going to listen to this song, and then we're going to create a new one for AIOD. You guys hear it? You guys hear it? Here we go. Here we go. Michael Wish in the house.
Scrolling through the feed, algorithms playing chess. 99 hacks, Joe Apfelbaum bless. Connections popping, got my DMs on fire. Optimize my profile, now I'm the one they hire. Swipe left, swipe right, endorsements on stack. SEO my headline, keep the clicks coming back. Network like a ninja, stealthy and slick. Turning views into deals with one clever trick. 99 LinkedIn hacks, stacking the stats. More clients, more shine, cutting time flat. Scrolling through the noise, now I'm running the track. 99 LinkedIn hacks, got my game on max. 99 LinkedIn hacks, hack, 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 hack. Pick crispy, banner looking prime. Call to action sharp, I'm saving that time. Content like a magnet pulling.
Okay, we finished. We're done. What did we just do? Does anyone know what we did? In less than a minute, Michael Wish has a business networking one-sheet done. If he wants to design it, he can just throw that into Canva. We have a template all ready to go. If he needs an image, we'll create an image for him like this with Evi AI. It has Nano Banana built into it. Like this, it's done. So this is my offer to you guys. We're about 42 minutes in. This is my offer to you guys. Are you guys ready for the offer? Just write ready in the chat if you're ready for the offer. This is my offer to you guys. I am willing to give you our $10,000 training package on me. It's called the Evergreen Networking System. We have 9 modules. We teach you how to create your plan, your people, and your promise. And you just fill out a bunch of things. The AI writes everything up for you. We teach you how to come up with your stories, how to optimize your profile, how to create a dashboard with all your connections and organize it. Then we teach you how to get exposure by posting, how to build credibility by commenting, and how to get meetings through the greeting, feeding, and meeting method. We teach you all that. We have pre-recorded videos, frameworks, checklists, cheat sheets, scripts, templates, everything. Michael already has it. It's our $10,000 flagship program, no cost to you. In addition to getting the Evergreen Networking System, we're also going to give you the 5,000 fastest growing companies in America. It's a list of 5,000 companies with the first name and last name of every CEO, their website, their industry, how much revenue they do, minimum $2 million in revenue that you guys could review. That list is a $15,000 list. You're going to get it included. If you decide to upgrade to Sales Navigator, I'm going to throw in a $3,000 Sales Navigator bootcamp training, a pre-recorded video, 6 hours long. You get that as well. In addition to that, every single month I do a 2-hour training that's like this, but it's more intense. And we teach a lot of stuff, and we take Q&A and all that stuff, and we have a community of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that are part of it. They attend, and we teach things, and you can watch the replays. It's 2 hours every single month live with me on Zoom. It's a little more fun than this. We also do weekly accountability in our community, and we do daily tech support. So if you need any tech support on LinkedIn, you need to know how to do something and you're not sure, we meet twice a day, every day live on Zoom. So it's all included, no cost to you, okay? All that, the whole package, I'm giving it to you at no cost. There's a catch. You have to pay for our software. What is our software? Our software is called Evi AI. It's $3,600 a year, $297 a month. If you pay for the year up front, it's usually $2,400. But I'm going to give you everything for just $1,968 if you decide to sign up today during this call. So if you're in, just write I'm in. I'm going to take 20% of that and give it to Michael as a gift because he referred me to you. And then anyone that you get to sign up, I'll do the same thing for you. So most people make all their money back very, very quickly because this tool is so helpful. What does it do? It writes all your posts in your voice. It generates photos that look exactly like you. It gives you the ability to generate photos with no watermark. It writes comments on LinkedIn in your voice without leaving LinkedIn. And it does it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It works everywhere. And it does crazy, crazy AI research on people and organizes all your connections. So this is just incredible. And I'm going to show you how it works. And then I'm going to give you a few more tips. But if anybody's in and wants to get started with this now, just write in the chat, and I will send you a special link. This is not available to the general public, so I'm making it available to you guys now. And again, it's not for everybody, but if you're really serious about making $100,000 in profit in the next year, this is a path that will help you do that. So if you're in, just write in the chat. I will put it in for Kevin because he said he's in. I'm gonna put it in the chat so Kevin can sign up. It's app.eviai.com/bundle. Plus. Okay, Matt is also in. Congratulations, Kevin and Matt. Click on that. Enter your email into the box and hit claim deal. This deal is not going to be available for a long time, so do it now so you get it done. It only takes a minute to sign up, and each one of you will also get an onboarding session private with my team, one-on-one, to make sure you get onboarded. Also, if you have no idea how to use LinkedIn, I'm going to throw in as a bonus, I'm going to throw in a special LinkedIn 101 class. It's a $1,000 value. On top of that, I'm going to throw in a class on how to use the basics of LinkedIn, a 101 class. It's a 90-minute session. Remember, we meet every single day. So this is something that will support you every day for a year, and help you succeed. And if you sign up during this call through the link I just shared you, I'm going to throw in an extra Evie AI account for you. So you get 2 for the less than the price of 1. So it's typically $2,400 if you pay for the year. You'll get 2 accounts for $1,968. That means you could share with an admin or with a potential client you can give it to kind of try. And then after a week, you can give it to another potential client. And then you'll get a commission when they sign up, because inevitably people become addicted to this. It's a very, very powerful technology. All right, so let me just show you. I'm going to share my screen again. Once Kevin and Matt are finished signing up, just write done in the chat. And anybody else that's signing up, write done in the chat. And then this way we'll be done. And if anybody has any questions, Michael, did you receive the business networking one sheet I shared with you?
I did, yes.
And is it good or is it totally terrible?
Yeah, no, it's good.
Is it freakishly good?
Yeah, but obviously it copies what I have on my LinkedIn. So if your LinkedIn sucks, then the one sheet wouldn't be great. And I've put in some work on that. So yeah, it's very good based off that what I have on there.
Okay, and we also have a special tool that allows you to speak to an AI, and then the AI, through a voice conversation, will help you be able to get everything out of your head and organize it and document it. So if you need to speak to an AI, we built an AI that can speak to you. Her name is Ava. She's very cute. She's a ginger. I don't know if that's a proper thing to say, but anyway, that's the color of her hair. She's an AI, so whatever. I'm not calling her a name. But that's the scenario. That's the situation. Okay. Matt and Kevin, let me know if you're having an issue or if you're in. Done. Matt said done. Congratulations, Matt. Welcome to the club. Well done. What made you decide to pull the trigger, Matt? You want to unmute yourself and tell us?
I mean, I think it sounds like like I need a complete LinkedIn refresh and and all that, and like I do think that, yeah, I think like what you said, you showed has a lot of value and potential, and like it just takes so much effort to kind of like stay on top of this, and like I can run and kind of do all the commenting and the outreach and stuff like that for a while, but then I sort of drop off and go to zero. So I think automating it makes a lot of sense for consistency and all that.
I love that. I love that. So here's something I'm going to show you guys while Kevin is doing his thing over there. Kevin, you're signing up, right? Or are you having an issue?
I'm still thinking about it.
Okay, awesome. So check this out. Check this out. I'm going to go to Claude. You guys ever heard of Claude? I'm going to go to Claude. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the templates. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to find a Zoom template. And I have a Zoom meeting here. This is called a Zoom directory prompt. You see? I'm going to go in here and I'm going to take this Zoom directory prompt and put it in here. So this says, please create a numbered table that clearly organizes all the dialogue in the image and the chat transcript. You see that? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a screenshot. I have a screenshot tool that I'm going to use to take a screenshot of all the participants that are here, because we have a participants list, right? So I could take a screenshot of all the participants that are still here. Not everybody's still here. Some people left. So I'm going to take a screenshot of the participants. I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot now, and boom, I just took a screenshot. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the screenshot, and I'm going to paste it in here. Do you guys see what I did? I took a screenshot, and I pasted it in there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the chat. I'm going to take the chat, and I'm going to drag the chat in here as well. Okay? And now I have the chat, and I have the participants list, and I press go. And if I had to write this entire prompt over here, it would take me a really long time. You know what I mean? But I have all the prompts saved, everything I need saved inside Evie AI. And so we're going to wait a minute while it goes and does its thing over here. But what I want to show you guys is that for me, I have a list of people that is clearly, everything is clearly organized here on the side for all the people that I'm engaging with and all the relationships that I'm building. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find Michael Wish over here. Michael Wish. He's right over here. You see that? And if I pull up Michael Wish's profile here, what I can easily do is I can open up his card, And you see I got his cell phone, his email, everything. And now I can use an LLM to start researching Michael. So I just pushed one button inside Evie AI. And Kevin, you'll have unlimited access to this to research anybody you want. Same thing with everybody else. With a click of a button, it tells me everything about him, literally. His contact information, notable achievements, conversation starters, what should we talk about, all that other jazz. And if I want to find every podcast he's been featured on, I just put a keyboard shortcut in, and one of the templates from Evie AI appears, and it says find every podcast he's been on. And look at every podcast he's been on right over here. So if I'm doing research on someone that I want to turn into a client, and I want to get to know them while the phone is ringing, I can save all this information into the card and start training the AI to learn everything there is to know about him. Do you see that? So this is the key. This is the key. The key is we're going to give you unlimited access to researching anybody on LinkedIn, even if you're not connected to them on LinkedIn. And then you can tie it into Go High Level as well, because we do a full integration into Go High Level. So if I want to push Michael into Go High Level, I just press his button. If I want to find him on Facebook, I push the Facebook button, and he will appear on Facebook. You see that? Doesn't look like this is... Oh, is this you? This looks like you. I'm going to press add, and now we're going to be Facebook friends. You see that? That's really powerful. Okay, now let's see the thing that happened over here. So it looks like all this was organized with everything about everybody. You see that? Everybody's stuff was organized. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak to Claude, but using Evie AI. So I'm going to click on the content, and I'm going to say, can you please create me a comma-separated values file with first name, last name, LinkedIn URL, cell phone number, location, and make it numbered. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to inject this thing that I said into Claude, and now it's going to make me a CSV out of all this information. You see that? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on sheets.new, and I'm going to have an entire spreadsheet with everything organized right in front of me. Isn't that nice to be able to have all that ready to go for everybody that was on the call today, that participated in the chat, and that was in the participants list? I really like doing that when I'm meeting with people in relationship building, because then I'm able to have all the information front and center, and then I can start connecting and building relationships. Now with Michael, because he's part of the AIOD community, I'm going to tag him as AIOD community. You see the way I tagged him here? So if I ever want to see all the people that are in the AIOD community, I could just find them here within Evie AI if I just save them and tag them. So we're going to go back in here. We're going to grab the CSV file. We're going to copy it, paste it in here. And then we're going to go to data, split to columns, and now we have everybody in here. You see that? Now I can manually import this into Evie AI relatively quickly. Or what I can do is I can just go to each URL, like David Mohammed, for example. I can capture his information, put him into AIOD community, AIOD, you see? AIOD, and press save. And I'll be able to do this for every single person. So now David sent me a connection request. I'm going to press accept. You see that I accepted his connection request. I'm going to go in here, pull up David's information, and then I'm going to have Evie AI get all his info directly from LinkedIn. I see his birthday is December 7th, which he already said in the chat. I see his email, his website, all his information, even his phone number is right here in the chat. Do you see that? So what I can do with Evie AI is I can say image to text, and I can drag this in here. Show me the text. And I press generate, and then the AI will automatically show me all the text that's inside that image. You see that? So I can take this phone number from the image, copy it. You see it's right over here? I can copy it and then go back to your profile and paste it in here and then throw you into my Go High Level. You see that? So I got your phone number, your email address, everything. Evie AI does the full thing and integrates it into Go High Level, so now you're in my system. You see your phone number is also here. You see that? So that's I didn't have to do that, but I wanted to show you how I kind of drag a file in there. David, you have a question? I saw you unmuted for a sec.
Oh, all right. Yeah, so the tool here works with Go High Level. I'm assuming it could work with HeyReach or
yes, we integrate.
Arula.
We definitely work with HeyReach. If you need to work with HeyReach, we definitely work with HeyReach.
No, they're expensive.
Well, we're not an automation tool like HeyReach is.
Right.
I actually spoke to their chief marketing officer, and they wanted me to do a session for their entire, they have 2,000 agencies that use their product. But because we're on the side of the browser, we can work on any platform. We can work on your website. We could work on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. We work everywhere. So it's just a matter of learning how to use it. But do you see the way I left you a comment? I used the keyboard shortcut left you.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So imagine being able to leave unlimited comments on LinkedIn. Obviously, there's a limit, like Michael said earlier. But imagine being able to stay top of mind with people thoughtfully and being able to have a tool that helps you be able to be more successful. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I just see you responded. I sent you my webinar replay. You see that? And that was a keyboard shortcut. So you can either send templates as a keyboard shortcut or you can use AI generation as a keyboard shortcut, which is really powerful. Yes, we need to find a time. Bear with me. Absolutely welcome to the comment. How are you making those songs? Suno.com. So I'm going to make a song right now. We're going to go to Suno.com. And in the song, I'm going to use my Suno song generator. So I have a Suno song generator inside EviAI, my Suno song generator. And I'm going to go in here, make me a song about the AIOD community. It's a school community by Michael Wish. He's an amazing dude. It's all about bringing people who are veterans together to teach them how to use artificial intelligence to get new clients and grow their business. My name is Joe Apfelbaum, and I approve this message. Okay, I'm going to spell my name properly. Actually, whatever, it's fine. I'll just paste it in. So now what I can do is on the left side, I can click on Create. And then I can click on Custom, which I can create the custom song. And then I can simply take this information from EviAI, put in the style where the style goes, and then put in the lyrics where the lyrics go, like this. So I don't have to, I can specifically do this. And I can add additional notes. I can call it what's the name of the song over here? I'll just call it AIOD song. AIOD song. And I'm going to press Create. And within 10 seconds, we're going to have an incredible song that we're going to listen to now about the AI or Die community. But isn't it great how you can use EviAI literally with any platform? I'm going to hit play here.
This is a never message for you about this once in my life.
Yo, Michael Wish, making your dreams come true.
So gather round, it's time to rise. Veterans unite, let's reach for the skies. Michael's leading with wisdom to share. AI's a tool, let's show we care. AIOD, we're here to thrive. Building our dreams, keeping hope alive. Together we grow, together we shine. Join the community, it's our time to climb. Yeah, it's our time to climb. Yeah. Joe's in the mix with passion and drive, teaching the way, helping us strive. New clients await. Let's break down the walls with AI in hand. We'll answer the calls. AIOD, we're here to thrive, building our dreams, keeping hope alive. Together we grow, together we shine. Join the community, it's our time to climb. So step up, step out, don't hesitate. The future is bright, let's elevate. From veterans to newbies, we're all in this game. With AI's our ally, we'll rise to fame. With AI's our ally, we'll rise to fame. AIOD, let's make our mark in this school.
How beautiful is that song? How beautiful is that song? So I just put a link for you guys to check out this spreadsheet. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you guys can connect with each other and build relationships with each other, because this is not for me. I'm doing this for you. Do you get what I'm saying? So you guys could all connect on LinkedIn, so you guys can have each other's cell phone numbers, so you guys can write who you help and how you help each other and so on. And this will be a testament forever for us to kind of support each other and help each other be successful. And you saw the way I used artificial intelligence in some ways that are extremely different that most people don't think about. Could you imagine if you spent an entire year with me? An entire year. It's less than $5 a day. We will work together for a whole year. So I highly want you to consider thinking about, does it make sense for you to invest $1968 for a year if you can make $100,000 from these strategies? That's what I want you to think about. And if the answer is yes, then join us. The link is available there for a limited time only. If you want to pay more, wait till next year. The price is going up. But if you buy now, you get grandfathered in, plus you'll get the bonuses. Now, does anybody have any questions? Matt, do you want to work through anything right now while we're here? Is there something you want to work through?
$3 actually, so I gotta swap out.
So we'll send you a message to schedule a one-on-one with my team so that we can onboard you. You could just, we'll send you an email and all that. You'll see an email coming in from the team. And if anybody has any questions and you want to hang for a little bit longer, I can hang. If you have to bounce, you guys could bounce. Thank you, Matt, for signing up. Thank you, Michael, for having me here. I always love making sure that we're on time. So, we're just at 3 o'clock now, so thank you all for being here. But I'm going to answer questions. I'm going to hang out here and help you guys be able to be more successful. Is there something you guys are wondering about, or something that you needed, or someone that you want to meet, or anything that you saw that you love? Monica, what did you love most about this presentation? Guys, notice the question I asked. Feel free to unmute yourself.
I liked all the information. All this is new to me. I'm transitioning, I guess, into the business world. I used to do HVAC, so I'm just discovering everything.
Amazing. Well, congratulations on being here. And if you transition from HVAC, I would love to know your favorite HVAC company that you worked with, to see if maybe I can support them with some AI automations.
Used to work for a Hometown Heating and Air in Concord. Before that, I did it in the Army.
Oh wow! So you were a tech?
Yes, I in the civilian world, I was a residential, so I worked in homes. But in the Army, I worked in a signal unit, so I just did the ECUs that were on top of the shelters, like for the SIN teams and node centers.
Wow! So you're really good at heating systems and air conditioning systems.
Well, repair, maintenance, and stuff like that, like disassemble, reassembling. But I've never done like large facilities.
Well, maybe you can come to my house. I live in New Jersey, and my heating system sometimes has issues.
Okay. I'm in Nevada.
Oh, you're in Nevada. I thought you were in New York.
No, Nevada.
It's hometown central. Well, I'm near Newark Airport if you want to fly down. I thought you were in New York, because Hometown Heating and Air Conditioning is in Syracuse, New York. Maybe
I think there's one in every every state.
Got it. Okay, good to know. I looked one up. I was like, oh my God, she's right here, my neighbor. Come fix my heat. I'll pay you. I have no problem. Thank you for that, Monica. Appreciate that.
No problem. Thank you.
Syracuse is a good 6-hour drive.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. But if I pay her per hour, and I'm willing to pay her to come and fix it, why not? Okay, David, what about you? What did you love most about this presentation?
I enjoyed hearing about your thought process on how you did things. I think that was a good insight.
Amazing.
And on your profile, I did click the pronunciation button and listen to your little thing there.
Oh yeah,
so,
that's great.
because I have the same thing on mine, not same words, but I always wonder how many people click it.
Do you tell people to DM you in that message?
No, I don't, because you only had a few seconds.
You got 10 seconds, and I spend my 10 seconds inviting people to DM me and telling them how my name is pronounced. And I say, I'm just curious. If you listen to this, please DM me and let me know that you actually heard this.
Right.
My name is... And then this way, people are just like, ooh, I want to DM this guy. And then they DM me. And what does a DM begin? A conversation. And when you have conversations, it can turn into revenue for your business. That's the key. So I guarantee that every person that signs up to our technology will get 5 conversations a day with either people that can spend money with them or people that can refer them business. So I'm curious to know for you guys, how many conversations are you currently having every single day? Are you having more than 5 or less than 5? In the chat, you could let me know. I'm curious to know if you're having more than 5 or less than 5. And if you guys need a bounce, feel free to bounce. But if you want to hang with me for an ounce, more than 5, Michael said. Amazing. Alex said 5. Well done. 5+. Well done. So if you're having less than 5 and you're not sure how to get more conversations, I can teach you how to do that, and I can guarantee that you're going to have 5 conversations a day plus, and so on.
Yeah, Joe, I think a lot of our members are probably in a position too where they're just starting it down this route, right? Where they haven't built something yet, because we're helping them build it and use AI tools to build it. But how cool would it be if once it's built, you have a network behind you, as opposed to having a thing ready to go and then having to start the hard process of building a network. So
Vincent, let's talk to Vincent. I like Vincent's energy. Vincent, can we have a conversation?
Yeah, sure, Joe. Go ahead, buddy.
Okay, so you're building. Tell us what you're building.
Okay, so well, I'm trying to do two things. I want to ask you a question about a LinkedIn profile that's separate from my business versus my 40 income, if you will. So that's one thing. And then, like, also what I'm doing, I'm doing solar, EV charging, jumping into this AI automation space, while trying to show people how they can utilize all these for tax write-offs.
Wow, you're not even forking around.
No, man, not at all. Not at all, man. Hey, I've worked for various companies, and each one of those suckers laid me off one time or another. So, it's time to jump out deep into the deep waters, if you will.
How much money are you going to make in 2026? What are you declaring?
My goal is over 300,000.
Excellent.
Next year.
Congratulations,
Vincent.
Joe.
What'd you say?
I think you could spoon feed him that information.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? It's very possible. I mean, I work with a lot of key leaders and a lot of business builders in general anyway. And so it's not about that. It's about finding the right system, and the right processes that work for me. I currently do have a Go High Level subscription. Actually, it's my mother's, but she, gave me access to it, that sort of thing. What
does your mother do?
She actually teaches adults AI automation. Well, AI in AI training. She does, social media marketing and stuff like that.
It'd be crazy if your mother signed up for our bundle plus because she has a business and she's doing stuff, and then she gave you her second license so that you were both learning how to use LinkedIn to get clients at the same time without you having to pay for it. How crazy would that be?
Well, I'm sure I'd still pay for it anyway. But it is about having another conversation to really see what see what you have in comparison to what we have.
Because that could help both of you get clients.
And that's why I wanted to have a separate conversation, just to see, because we have so many services and things that we're already paying for, honestly.
Amazing.
And so.
Amazing.
And it's about finding the right one, that makes sense.
I'm 100%
because
with you. I'd love to talk to you and your mom and have a quick conversation with you guys and learn more about your needs and what you currently are paying for and how we can, because we integrate fully with GHL. So you may as well learn how to use it and learn and be able to fill it with the right information, because that's the key. The key is filling it with the right information. So your mother resells it to other people. She has a
most definitely she does.
I love that. I love that.
So, like, for example, we have, she uses Go High Level to help replace people's call center, right? For like small businesses. We also have a tax and accounting office. So we're looking to replace that call service that we use with the Go High Level, charge ourselves a lesser amount of money for, minutes used and things of that nature. So, we're working our system out. Like I said, I'd love to hear more about what you're doing and just make things make sense, man. Not play around this 2026 and really get some stuff done, man. So
I'm with you on that.
So that's what it is.
I love that. And thank you for sharing all that. That is really epic. One of the things that I always tell people, where focus goes, energy flows. So the more you can pick one lane and one thing that you're going to do and zero in on that, the likelihood of you making 300K is so much higher. So the question I would ask myself, which path would guarantee that I would make 300K if I put all my eggs in that path? Is it the solar? Is it the AI automation? Is it the this? Is it the that? And you pick one path and you focus on it for 90 days, and the universe will tell you if you get there. If in 90 days you make 90K, then you know that you're on your path to 300K or so. If in 90 days So that's what I would do, but you're not going to be able to close deals unless you're having conversations. And so that's a real measure for success. You can make conversations even just selling for your mom's Go High Level business. You know, you can even just offer that solution, and you could easily make 90K doing that in 90 days. But the key is understanding where your focus is, because you're so intense and you have so much energy. But when you split it between many things, that energy gets dissipated, and then neither of them are able to grow. So that's my opinion about the whole thing. It's like really zeroing in on one thing, going hard on that, and that will enable you to grow. So I'm looking forward to setting up a meeting with you and talking a little further. So thanks for that.
Let's do it, man. Yeah, you're very welcome.
Antoine, what did you love most about the presentation? I'd love to hear from you if you're willing to share.
Oh yeah, unfortunately I was a little late to the party. I actually came in at top of the hour. So if you guys are doing a recording, I'll definitely watch the recording.
It's on my YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So if you go to youtube.com @Joe Apfelbaum or LinkedIn, joelinkedin.com, and you click on events, you'll see it there. Or if you go to x.com/Joe Apfelbaum or facebook.com/Joe Apfelbaum, you'll find it all. It's all live and available. You can watch the replay right in any of them.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. So what's your business, Antoine? What's your main line of business?
So my wife and I, we actually recently joined a multifamily mastermind.
Wow.
And it'll be great to incorporate AI to to help out with the analytics behind everything and
amazing
the callings and everything.
Love that. What do you think your biggest challenge is that's stopping you from getting to where you want to go?
We're still pretty fresh right now. I think just the education behind it. So far we're still learning, but
getting
it's
training.
a lot.
Getting
it's
the
a lot
training
to
on
it.
how to leverage AI. Well, you're in good hands with Michael.
Oh, definitely.
Awesome. Thank you. And Michael, is there any final words that you want to share with us before we wrap up?
No, I just want to say I appreciate your time, Joe. If I wanted to share, I'll give him a free hack here at the end. If I wanted to share some of this video on LinkedIn, should I just link it in the post itself?
So I'll answer that question, and I'll answer the question that Vincent had and that David had about the difference between a profile and a page and a company page. I'll answer both of those questions.
Cool.
What I like to do is I like to post something as an independent post. So the first thing I would do is I would just repost. If you go to my my history, you go to my my activity, and you go to the bottom of the thing, you can click on repost, and it'll give you two options: repost with thoughts or just repost. I would just do a plain repost so it appears on your post, on your profile. But that's not going to give you exposure. That's not going to come up on the feed, but that's going to promote the video a little bit more. What you want to do after you're done is take a screenshot from the video somewhere that you like, maybe all of us here at the beginning or whatever. Find the perfect place, take a screenshot. You can enhance it with AI if you want and put us on a billboard or put us all standing in a community, whatever. But take a screenshot, put that on LinkedIn, and write, I just had the most amazing meeting with @Joe Apfelbaum. It blew our minds, and here's why. And you can write the bullet points of what you love the most about the meeting and what you love most about EVAI and why you brought me down and what happened, And you say, if you want the replay, just put whale in the chat, and I'll be more than happy to send you the replay. Then you send it to the entire community and say, guys, can you please all write whale in the chat so that it takes off? And then everybody will write whale or whatever in the chat, and then you'll have 20, 30, 40 comments with whale, and for each comment, you'll reply with the link to the video that I had. So now you're promoting the original video because you reposted it, but then you're posting again with an image and text without any attachments, telling people to comment, and then 20, 30, 40, 50 people comment whale, or they put in what their best thought. You could say comment whale or put in what you loved most about it, and we'll send you the replay, and then you'll send everyone the replay in the comments. So that's the best way for you to leverage this and do this in this way.
Nice.
The other thing that I'm going to do is, as soon as we're done, I'm going to drag the entire file into opus.pro. And opus.pro allows me to be able to clip the entire thing into little clips. Yeah. And then I'm going to push a button, and you're going to see the clips flying flying out on every social platform, TikTok, YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, all my LinkedIn company pages. It's going to be everywhere all at the same time. So Opus connects to everything, it clips it, and then it just shoves everything all over the internet, and you'll see the clips flying on the internet. That's epic. Epic. And it also writes the post for each thing instantly, but I'll use Evie AI to enhance it, like you saw the way I do. So
Nice.
Now let's talk about the company page. So that was helpful, right, Michael?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk about briefly the difference between a profile and a company page. A company page represents a company, and a human being can have as many company pages as he wants. You can create as many as you want. There's no limit. People can follow a company page, but a company page can't follow a person. You get what I'm saying? A company page can have connections. It can only have followers. Now, if you want to have connections and relationship building, then you have to use your profile. On the feed, most of the things that are happening on the feed, if you go to linkedin.com, there's a feed, it's only from profiles. You don't really see company pages unless you're advertising. Sometimes you'll see a company page if you're following enough of them and they're posting a lot of content. But for the most part, LinkedIn prioritizes profiles over company pages. So if you're looking for exposure, have a company page, but don't use it as your way to network or build relationships. Use it as your way to advertise if you have a budget or if you have branding. I say have both and update both, and go high level. You can connect both of them, and you can set up reoccurring posts to happen on both of them. Evie AI writes the post for Go High Level to post on Go High Level. So you'll have unlimited posts, unlimited images, unlimited content written by Evie AI in your voice, but pushed into Go High Level to be scheduled into the future. Or you can just post it right in LinkedIn and schedule it from LinkedIn directly. But that's the difference in a LinkedIn post, a company page, and a profile page. The difference is that a profile gets more exposure, and you can proactively get followers by sending connection requests. You can't do that with a company page. With a company page, you can invite people that you're connected to go into the company page, but you can only do a few per month. You can't do many. And it's much, much harder. And even if people like it, they're not necessarily going to see it on the feed, and so on and so forth. You also can't DM people from a company page. They can DM you, and you can reply to them, but you can't proactively DM anybody or send connection notes or leave endorsements or get endorsements or any of that stuff. So company pages have limitations, but they're also great because they rank well on Google and because you could use them for advertising, and there's many great things. You could even like and comment with a company page on your own content, which is great, and so on. But Evie AI could represent both your profile and your company page. So for example, I'll show you guys in real time, because why not? I'm going to go on LinkedIn right now. I'm going to go here on LinkedIn. I'm going to click here. I'm going to go to Michael Wish's profile. I'm going to click this right over here. You see this thing here? I'm going to like it, but then I'm going to like it again from Ajax Union. You see? I'm going to switch to Ajax Union. I'm going to like it again. And then when I comment, I'm going to use the Ajax Union company page persona. I'm going to search Ajax Union persona. And when I go in here and I say leave a comment, it's going to leave a comment as Ajax Union. You see? Ajax Union just left a comment. That's a company page leaving a comment. And I have thousands of followers. But if I want to switch down to Joe Apfelbaum, I can switch to Joe Apfelbaum over here. And then I can switch my persona here saying I'm Joe Apfelbaum, CEO of Ajax Union. And now it's going to think I'm the CEO of Ajax Union, and it's going to comment as Joe Apfelbaum, you see? And I commented on Jay's post, both as Joe Apfelbaum and as Ajax Union. I left 2 comments on the post. So you can do that on your own posts as well, which is really nice. And you could have unlimited company pages. If you want 10 likes on something, for example, I want 10 likes on this, I would like it from this, then I would switch to Santa on LinkedIn, Santa Claus, and then I would like it from Santa Claus. Then I would switch from Santa Claus, and I would leave a comment. I'll write ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Joe. Ho, 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 Joe. You see Santa Claus just left a comment? Now I'm going to switch from Santa Claus to Ajax Union. Ajax Union is going to give it a like. I'm going to switch from Ajax Union to Evie AI. Evie AI is going to give it a like. You see that? And then with Evie AI, I'm going to hit repost. I'm going to repost it onto the Evie AI page. You see Evie AI just reposted it. Nice job. Evie, I just left another comment. You see that? And then I can keep going on and on. I could like it from Evergreen Networking. I'm going to give it a like from Evergreen Networking.
And these are all your different business page
that
you've made, Joe?
That's exactly. I have a dog. I have a business page for a dog named Basil. Ruff.
Are these under different domains, or are they subdomains of a main one?
They're different. You just go here for business, and you just create a company page right over here, and you create as many as you like. You don't need domains. You could put a domain there, but you don't need.
Well, yeah. I mean, if anybody ever was going to look at it.
I have domains for everything. Like I have a domain for my Fortnite character, Mojo Boom Boom. This is it right here. You see? I created this with AI. This is my Fortnite character. If you guys want to play Fortnite, these are all. This is amazing. It's even in Sora. There's Sora videos with Mojo Boom Boom. So if you go to, we have a whole Sora 2 boot camp. So if you go to,
that's making a lot more sense, Joe, because I'm in your Sora 2 group and I've seen you make these, and I had no idea what that character was. So that's too fun.
Yeah. So I have all these videos of everything, and you might be like, "What the hell's that unicorn?" That unicorn is my. I have a Barbie. This is.
What the? There's a unicorn.
He's dancing. Look at him go! It's a unicorn.
This is crazy.
But that's the idea. That's my unicorn.
I like it.
Yeah. I mean, if you keep going down, you'll see many, many more videos.
Got a lead list longer than the freeway line, but I don't sweat, I let Evie AI shine. She finds the warmest prospects with a wink and a smile, sends a note so smooth it closes in style. Evie AI, LinkedIn on my side, selling made easy, watch the numbers climb.
But that's the idea, yeah. And that was just the prompt. You upload your character once, and you can do as many videos as you want.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Appreciate you guys. You guys saw me make music. You saw me do the great stuff. You saw me put stuff out there. What an amazing, amazing journey we were on today, and I'm looking forward to serving you guys and supporting you. And if you know anyone that needs to learn how to use LinkedIn, just tell them to go to joelinkedin.com. Or you can text the word demo to 973-841-8868, and you will get a demo of Evie AI. That's 973-841-8868. Just text the word demo, and we will send you a demonstration video of Evie AI.
Super cool.